DJ, stop the music. If you're wondering why I came in dancing, DJ, first of all, let me take this off. So, if you're wondering why I came in dancing, if anything, you will be wrong to think that I'm gearing up for a dance competition. Well, what you just saw was a spiritual ritualistic performance to help revive, to help recall grammar from its current state of confusion. Because as I speak to you, grammar is in a state of topsy-turvy, and someone is responsible for pushing grammar into that state. As you can see right here, and right here, we really can place grammar's head into a particular shape. You can say, oh, this is what shape that grammar's head has. And that's because it is contoured, it is contorted. If anything, this is symbolic of something. It shows the grammar is at sea. You can see the water is at sea. And this simply means grammar is confused. Grammar is currently in coma, is at sea. It's confused right now. And as usual, I'll be showing you firsthand the face of the individual that has helped push grammar into the state of confusion. Watch the video and be back for the last lap of the spiritual exercise. Don't go away.
Most importantly is what Nigerians are expecting from the senators tomorrow. Let's leave all this talk, oh, you said this, I didn't say this, oh, you are talking, I didn't talk. What? Let us face the Nigerian people once and for all. We had a guest earlier today, and I thought what he said that. Now, most including criticizing or speaking up when it doesn't favor the general, consensus. And I think it's very important to establish that. Now, most importantly is what Nigerians are expecting from the senators tomorrow. Let's leave all this talk, oh, you said this, I didn't say this, oh, you are talking, I didn't talk. What? Let us face the Nigerian people once and for all. We had a guest earlier today, and I thought what he said was very important. Some of the things that we expect is that we don't want voice votes anymore. It's high time Nigerians began to see how their representatives vote on the floor. Let us see which senator is for, which senator is high time Nigerians began.
Now from that video, I'm sure you've seen that it is an Arise TV presenter who has pushed grammar into the state of confusion that it's currently in. What was said in the video, the lady, Mrs. Ayo, did say that it's high time Nigerians began. Okay, she did say that it's high time Nigerians began to see how the reps vote on the floor. I take that for the last time. It's high time Nigerians began to see how the reps vote on the floor. Credit the Rice TV. Obviously, I need to get my red marker. Obviously, the problem is here. The problem in this expression is the began. Now, the first thing the lady said in there was began, and then she seemed to correct herself by saying begun. You know, like the saying, you are as good as a current state as much as you are as bad as your past, Now, the fact that she started with began and then jumped to begun simply means one thing, it's all of a duda. She's all of a duda. All of a duda. What that means is she was confused. She was all of a duda about what to say here, about what the actual verb would be. She said began, and because she wasn't sure, she didn't know what exactly should have been the verb. So that was why she said begun afterwards. So that implied that she was trying to correct what she had said here by saying, okay, this is the right thing. I said began, but no, I'm not sure. It should be began. So she decided begun. Of course, you know that this is the right verb to use. Begun is wrong in this case. The part of grammar that explains this concept is subjunctives. Subjunctives. Remember that subjunctives are forms of verbs that express unreal situations that are based on wishes, on imaginations, on uncertainties. So that is what subjunctives are about. And the phrase, it's high time, it's about time, it's high time, it's about time, it is time. These are some of the indications to subjunctive. So every time you use it's high time, it's about time, it is time in a phrase or in an expression, you know that you're dealing with subjunctives, right? And one very important fact about subjunctives is that they don't take the verbs in the present tense. The verb to use in subjunctive expression should always be in the past. So the full expression should have been, it is high time Nigerians began to see how the rats built on the floor. That should be the right thing to say. It's about time. It's about time. It's high time. It's time Nigerians began in the past to see how the rats built on the floor. That's the right thing to say. This is the principle, the grammatical principle that should be used here, subjunctives. So there is no reason to be confused as to the right verb to use here. Begun should not have been used in this case. And the reason is begun is a V3 form of the verb. And you can use V3 form of the verb in subjunctives. All that you use is V2 form of the verb, which is the past tense form. So that's basically it. It is high time I started. It's about time we started. It's about time I went. Not it's about time I gone. No, it's about time I gone. Not began, gone. Not went, gone. So if you really want to be kind, you're going to help share this content, this video, until it gets to Mrs. AY of Arise TV. And I want to believe that you watching have learned that every time you say the structure, it's about time, it's high time, it is time. Your verb, the next verb should always and always be in the past. Thanks for watching. See you next time. But don't forget, keep speaking right, keep learning right.